Morning! So today's agenda, we're switching to corn. It's supposed to rain around 2 o'clock. With the dew and everything, it'll probably be noon at least before we can get started on beans. So we're just going to change everything over to corn. We're going to run this corn right here. This is the corn that was running 300 plus. As you can see, some of the stalks are starting to go down. So I definitely want to make a dent in that. I don't think the middle of the field's going down. I think it's just right along the ends. Once you start peeling rows off of corn, you know, you get into the weaker stalks. Anyways, that's going to be today's goal. Dad's blowing the combine off now. I'm going to start dumping trucks. And then once we get done with that, we'll help him switch it over. We gotta go get the corn head, and then, you know, we should be ready to go after we get the corn head. But for now, we got 3 trucks to dump. Nope, there goes all the cab corn. I have confidence we'll replace it. Number 2 down. Oh man, somebody left the bathroom open. These kids in their newfangled grain carts overshooting the truck. Alright, we had enough dew to get most of the bean dust off. Hallelujah. And they're dumped. Big one. We've got the combine switched over for corn, all the hard parts. Now I'm just going to dump my rock trap. Some of the fields we've been in, decent chance there's a rock in there. They call this thing a rotor, but it says cylinder gear right there. Transport rotor. So BJ and I are going to go get the corn head. Dad's going to blow that combine off a little bit and see if we can't make something happen. Power ladder! Well, will this individual realize that I'm driving a 17.5 foot wide machine on a 20 foot wide road? Nope! Nope, they will not pull over. They will get in line with the guardrail to make this a butt clenching experience. Perfect. Wheat's growing. This rain that we're getting right now will probably help it. Well, it's supposed to rain till 2 o'clock. It's 10:45. Crap! I don't know what squeaks back there, but it squeaks quite a bit. I'm gonna get over about 3 inches. Doing magic tricks. Hold tight. Hold tight. We made it. Ooh. So we've got this corn screen right down here that we're going to put in this gleaner. It's not necessary all the time, but I think with that screen, especially in higher moisture, 300 bushel corn, we'll see a benefit. In this corn out here, when we were running it, if we really pushed the stick very far forward, we would overrun our sieves. Supposedly that won't happen with that sieve, so that's what we're gonna put in. There you go. I think your phone's ringing. That's probably seized. I had to bust out the book, but I think we found a problem. We forgot a couple bolts in the front of the sieve. I wanted to check that before we start pulling on it with a skid steer.
No, it's just, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I just, we got that screen in. Kayla brought us some sandwiches. Everybody's going to go let the dogs out, and then we're going to get started on some corn. There's C. Gonzalez's plot combine. Now, just for the record, this was not the combine that made the little dog turd looking things that we had to scatter out with the bush hog the other day. But that's pretty similar to what it looked like. About that size. Little tiny Massey Ferguson plot combine. It's unfolding. And it's misting. So we can harvest in the mist, but if it does this long enough, that will, eventually plug up our sieves and we'll have to stop. I would say we're going to make hay while the sun's shining, but there's no hay, there's no sunshine. We didn't quite make it. We just flipped the header on and the snouts got all wet. So Dad and I were just about to dive into that corn, and when he started the separator, we heard a noise that didn't sound right. We got out and checked. We think our clean grain elevator is loose for some reason, but we're not sure, so we're going to tighten that up and see if we still hear the noise. Yeah, feels pretty loose. I think we got it. The noise is gone. Now maybe we can attack the corn. Maybe. Quite a bit of butt shelling. No, not right here. There's no ears on this end row. But we back up, you can see a lot of corn on the ground right off the head. You also see it just bouncing everywhere right there. A little bit of cob. Still got a little bit of cob in it. Turns out when you accidentally turn the head off, that'll happen. Time to dump trucks. We need to make sure that our consigner or distributor, whatever you'll call it up top, is set to this wet bin right here. Don't want to put corn on our beans. Actually, that's better than beans on your corn. If you know what I'm saying. If you know, you know. Yep, we're good. So if you knew, basically I was just making sure that the grain leg here, which is how we receive grain, is going to the wet bin. Now turn everything on. We'll be good to go. Need to move some trucks. And it's raining again. You can see the boss in there checking the radar. I'm getting ready to check the radar. Let's see where we're at. Oh, we got to sell. But I think it's already past us. Like, we're not farming back there. We're farming right here. Looks kind of nasty back there though. We got a little bit of an air leak right there maybe. Oh, he's coming back out. Kayla asked if we're still harvesting after the rain. Yes, honey. We're still harvesting. So where this corn is drier, we're having a lot of loss on the ground right now. Like, I'm not real happy with it. I think we're having probably twice as much header loss as we were having. This corn's 17%. It just seems like it's shelling as soon as it hits that, as soon as it hits the head. So we're gonna get out here and take a look. So I think we found something we're going to change on the gleaner, see if we can, you know, minimize that loss a little bit. The stuff on the head, I think that just kind of is what it is. I think he's got the head. I don't know if he's slowed it down as far as it'll go or not, but it just frustrating to watch that corn shatter on the head. Pretty good stuff. So like I said, this is the field that Dad and I were just giggling like schoolgirls driving around in. I don't think the field's going to make 300, but it's definitely got a lot of spots that are 300 bushel. I'd say this field's going to make upwards 275 to 285, so probably going to be our best field we've ever harvested, and it's a 65 acre field. So I need a grain cart. Where's he at? Oh, brother. Oh, I see him. He's in hot pursuit. Oh, don't fall over. Quit doing that. I'd hate to pick this corn up. Still hadn't quite opened up all the fields, so we're gonna have to pick a little bit more. So we're just about 40 acres into this 65. I don't know if Dad will want to do it all tonight or not. Hope so. He told me to hop in this thing for a round, and I haven't got out yet, so I might relinquish the steering wheel back to him here soon. He's over there dumping trucks. He's not in his element. I've been evicted. It's substantially colder now. I think I'll put my sweatshirt back on. That corn smells delicious. If you've never smelled drying corn, it smells wonderful. So I pulled a pro move and I gave Dad a combine that was out of fuel. So I think he's gonna pull it over to the Thunder Wagon and fuel it up. The question is, will he want to go home or will we keep running? So basically we are just parking the trucks right in front of the drive-thru, dumping it, circling around and parking it right there because the corner dude's right there. We can actually keep up here. So you may be wondering, why don't we just pull the grain cart in here and dump it right into the pit since we're right here? Could happen. But that grain cart needs to be following that combine because, well, you're full pretty quick in this field. Check that wet bin though. I can tell we're first indicator right there where the lights is on. Cannot see if the second one is or not, but we gotta be getting close. Turns out in really good corn, you fill up your wet bin quicker. Oh, we're running out of field. I get this truck close for BJ. I spoil him. Time to go we're drying 600, 650 bushel an hour, but we're harvesting like 3,000 bushel an hour. So, not going to keep up like that. But this thing can run all night. That's how we'll catch up. But we got to be getting close to catching it. There was still some wet corn from the last time we harvested. Oh, we've got a ways. Still got a ring. Well, we got 2 or 3 rings. It'll be good. Well, I take it the field's finished. All right, that's it. We're closing up shop. Wet bin's just about full. Field's done. I'm just gonna leave the grain on the truck, on this truck. It's the only truck loaded. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We'll see you tomorrow. Not bad. Not too shabby.